If I made a compilation of every time Palo Alto has appeared on this channel, it would be longer than most Netflix series and significantly less entertaining, unless your idea of entertainment is watching the same mistakes happen over and over again in slow motion. It's April 13th, 2026, and this is ThreatCast. To understand why this one matters, you need to understand the pattern, because Palo Alto doesn't just have vulnerabilities, they have a vulnerability tradition. Palo Alto Networks, the company you literally pay to protect your network, just gave attackers a way into your network, and the jokes write themselves. Now, I want to be fair. Software is hard, bugs happen, and no vendor has a perfect track record. But there's a difference between occasionally ships a bug and appears on the KEV list more often than some vendors ship products, and Palo Alto is firmly in the second category. So with that background, let's talk about today's entry in the Palo Alto collection. CVE-2026-41205 is a SSRF vulnerability in Pan-OS GlobalProtect, scoring a 9.3 on the CVSS scale. That's a critical rating, and I don't mean the marketing kind where everything is critical rating. I mean the actual, your weekend just got cancelled kind of critical rating. Translation for anyone who doesn't speak CVSS. Someone with an internet connection and a bad attitude can exploit SSRF on your Pan-OS GlobalProtect without knowing a single username or password. That's it. That's the bug. It's not on the KEV list yet, but given Palo Alto's track record and the low barrier to exploitation, I'd bet my coffee budget that changes within the next 2 weeks. And I take my coffee budget very seriously. And here's the bigger question that nobody in the industry wants to answer. At what point do we start holding vendors accountable for repeated security failures in products that are specifically marketed as security solutions? Because if your firewall vendor keeps shipping firewall vulnerabilities, that's not just a bug, that's a pattern, and patterns deserve scrutiny. On the compliance side, system and comms protection and access control are both affected here. And that's not one finding, that's 2 separate control family hits from a single CVE. Your auditors are going to love this, and by love, I mean they're going to ask you about it in excruciating detail during your next assessment. So start documenting your remediation timeline now. What's your action item? Update Pan-OS GlobalProtect to the latest version immediately, because Palo Alto shipped the patch, and every hour you wait is another hour your infrastructure is exposed. This has been ThreatCast. Like if you learned something, subscribe if you want to keep learning, and I'll see you on the next one.